Hi guys, welcome to another vlog. So itong vlog na to very different siya because I think there was never a time where I shared a personal vlog where how do I plan my trips from end to end. Kasi usually nakikita nyo sa TikTok na okay, may mga cheap free fares or may mga sale na fares, tapos may murang hotel, how do you book murang hotel, pero I never did an end-to-end kind of trip. Na parang how do I usually plan my trip? And this video, kasi highly requested, and then nakita namin nag-agree kayo lahat, okay sige, gagawin ko na siya. But syempre, I want to also give some reminders here that this is my personal experience as well, and this is how I usually plan for trips, diba? It might vary from time to time depending on the trip that I will go to, number one. Number two, also, it can work for you, but also there are times na it might not work for you rin. So for me, take what resonates, and then if it doesn't resonate, just leave it. Okay lang naman siya, diba? But you know, take what resonates lang for you guys. Gusto ko guys, very conversational, and ipapakita ko sa inyo how I usually book. And the things here is, guys, lahat to based on personal experience ko. And ang kagandahan dito, I will show you proof as well. Kasi butin lang, before everything else, I took screenshots. So, I want to give the flow of this video first. Parang very important, gusto ko may flow tayo. So, usually when you're booking a trip, you have to, number one, decide where you're going to go or yung destinations mo. At the back of your mind, meron ka naman dapat gustong puntahan. There's times na hindi ka naman nag-iisip kung saan mo gusto pumunta, depende kung saan sale yan. It can also work, diba? It can work both ways. The flow will be as follows. The first one will always be tips and tricks on how I usually book for flights. Kasi unang-una, kailangan mo naman talaga may flights, diba? I personally love traveling via air. Hindi po ako the type na mahilig mag-train or mahilig mag-barko. But there are also times where I will travel by train, depende on the location naman. But if my flight, usually I would fly. That's my preference. Yun yung mas gusto ko. So the second one naman will be also booking your hotels. Kasi definitely, after you book your flight, hotels naman yung next. And a lot of the times, usually bulk of your cost will be on the hotels. So finding the most affordable hotels, saan may sale, as well as very many differences or very many options when it comes to staying in hotels. I'll be also sharing it with you. And then the third one will be all the necessities. Necessities to yung mga parang ano ba yung kailangan na meron ka? These are personal ko, ang mga necessities na kailangan ko while I'm traveling. And then the fourth one will be all about activities. May kodigo ako dito guys, kaya nakaganito ako kasi syempre tinype ko muna yan before shooting this video. And then number 5 will definitely be budgeting. Lahat ng mga budgets mo, parang what's a good way to budget, diba? Number 6 will be navigation. Definitely navigating meaning ano ba yung gagamitin mo? Maps ba to? Apps ba to? Ano basta go. And then last but not the least, number 7 will be all my final reminders, yung mga tips ko as well. So this might be a lengthy vlog, lengthy video to, pero I want to cover as much as I can para sa inyo. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin. First things first will be definitely your flights, diba? Now, there are so many options when you're booking with flights. Number 1, alam naman natin maraming mga piso fare, mga airline sale, diba? These are the best way to get your flight kasi pag nag-airline sale or mga sales na to, mura talaga. And especially if you go with low budget carrier, murang-mura talaga siya. Now, what do I want to remind everyone? When it comes to booking flights, lagi ko sinasabi, na hindi porket low-cost carrier siya, always the price niya will be mura. Hindi siya porket lagi natin naisip, low-cost siya, mura siya. There are times na hindi talaga siya nagiging mura. Why? Syempre, ang presyo ng ticket will always be availability of seats, will be the demand as well, di ba? For example, lilipad ka na bukas, kahit low cost yan, mahal yan. Di ba? Kasi nga, konti na lang seats niya at saka urgent na yan or parang bukas na kaagad siya. Nagiging mura ang ticket if you book ahead of time. Usually, based on my experience, paminsan nga 1 year, 6 months, 3 months before the trip, yon, mura talaga siya. So, it really depends. Alam naman natin, there are so many seat sales out there. And of course, I want to share na pagdating naman sa seat sale, mura talaga siya pag mura. Like, pag seat sale talaga siya. So, I want to share with you this ticket. Medyo matagal na siya because ito yung nakita ko na talagang base fare lang siya, na talaga nabili ko siya ng piece of sale, di ba? So, for example, this was a 2018 trip nga lang. This is Manila, Osaka, and then I bought 2 tickets here. And ang kinalabasan nito, after all of the taxes was added here, nasa 5,200 2,655 pesos siya, 0.20 cents. Now, 5255.2 divided by 2, that is, lalabas siyang 2,627.6. Round trip ticket na to, Manila-Osaka, Osaka to Manila. Now, syempre, piso fare to, kaya kung nakita nyo, nakasulat rin dito sa base fare niya was only 4 peso kasi nga, piso-piso, di ba? Pali ka ng isang person, tapos piso-piso ulit, pabili ka ng another person, di ba? And I'm telling you, when it comes to low-cost carrier, pag piso fare siya, I will always say, go! Mura talaga siya, di ba? If okay naman sa'yo mag low-cost carrier, by all means, go. Now, my tip here, whenever you're booking with low-cost carrier, importante, kung kailan may sale, midnight pa lang nakaabang ka na. Yun yung importante dyan. I create so many TikTok videos, I'm gonna put screenshots here din. Kailangan mabilis ka. And then, ang tip ko here, when you're looking at this video as well, importante rin dito, na pag nakita mo may piso na dyan, makita mo lagi may promo, yung parang may icon ng promo, alam mong yun yung cheapest niya. Pag titingnan nyo rin yung breakdown ng cost, kailangan makita mo piso yung fare niya. And when it comes to piso fare, I'm okay with it. Like, go by all means. Kasi in the very least, kahit mag-add ka ng seats, mag-add ka ng baggage dyan, kahit papaano mura pa rin siya. I will now show you here another screenshot here of my recent trip. This is a Manila-Fukuoka Manila trip. Now, itong Manila-Fukuoka Manila trip ko, binook ko siya ng March, piso fare siya, and then it will be on an October trip. So, this is just very recent. Kung nakita niyo yung Fukuoka vlog ko, ito yon. Now, I bought a Go Easy additional baggage here, which is my one-piece check-in siya, plus may priority boarding din siya kasi I added more for the seats. Diba? Gusto ko kasi mag-upgrade ng seat as well. So here, ang kinalabasan nito is I had to add an additional 1,232 peso for add-on kasi may seat selection pa akong binili. Plus, bumili rin kasi ako ng bundle which is 2,238 pesos. Pero if we're going to just compute, guys, if talagang seat sale lang siya, hindi ako bibili ng seat, hindi ako bibili ng luggage, this will only come out at, let's see guys, minaminus ko lang siya. Lalabas lang siya dapat ng 2,660 pesos. Tama ba? 2,660. Wait lang, mali pala ako guys, sorry. It's 6,130.14 minus 2,238. Sorry, lalabas siya ng 3,892.14 peso. Yung base fare ko, piso sale to, Manila, Fukuoka to Manila. Nasa 3,892. Yes, compared to 2018 ko nakita nyo kanina, di ba? Mas magmahal siya because that's how it is now. Mas mahal yung mga taxes, mahal na rin yung surcharge for fuel. Kaya di ba nagtaas siya? Isipin nyo guys, if ako yung type na traveler that I don't need to have check-in bag, I don't care about the seats rin as well, it can go as low as 3,892 for that fare. Di ba? Nakapunta na ako ng Fukuoka for 3,892. Balikan siya. Now, it depends. Kasi nga, I bought luggage and I bought also seat because, guys, I want to be more comfortable. Gusto ko nasa exit row ako. Plus, I bought luggage kasi syempre, medyo 1 week ako doon, di ba? Gusto ko may dala akong maleta na pwede ko i-check-in. So, those things will add up. But, kahit pa paano, mura pa rin siya because this whole ticket ko with bag, with seats, na front row, balikan siya, nasa 7,400 na gano'n lang, 7,400 pesos lang siya. Di ba? Which is very, very cheap for a low-cost carrier or for kahit anong airlines. Mura talaga siya. Kaya nga sabi ko, when it comes to booking your fare, kung piso sale siya, mga ganyan na yung mga sale na yan, go. Kasi mura talaga ako mura if you don't really mind riding low-cost carrier. Kaya nga ako, kasi sabi niyo, Jax, sumasakay ka ba ng low-cost carrier? Yes, I do naman. Who doesn't prefer riding full-service carrier? Syempre, I would, di ba? Who doesn't want to ride business class din? Pero, syempre, hindi naman lahat ng tao gusto gumastos ng ganun kamahal for a business class seat, di ba? And I'm the type also na parang, medyo hindi naman sulit mag-business class. So parang, go, maglo-low cost tayo. Guys, there are so many low-cost carriers out there. Alam nyo naman, I don't mention the brands na lang here because, I just don't mention the brands. Pero alam nyo naman yan, guys, di ba? One thing also about low-cost carrier, ilalagay ko na rin sa mga vlog na yan, I super love it when I book mga low-cost carrier, especially one low-cost carrier, na lagi kasi siyang, alam ko, nag-change ng flights. And kung nag-change yung flight ng mga 1 hour, guys, you'll get an email like this where you can accept the change or rebook the flight. What I love about this is pag sale ko kinuha and pangit yung day ng let's say papunta or pabalik ko, I can change those days into a different date. So, a lot of the times here, china-change ko yan if I have the option to change. Kasi paminsan kung sale niya, paminsan 2 days ka lang or 3 days lang yung trip mo. But if you are presented with options like this that, you can rebook your flight for free kasi nga nag-change yung time nila, ino-opt ko yan para mapatagal ko, mapa-extend ko yung flight na yon. Remember when changing these dates or rebooking these flights, 30 days siya before or from wherever your original flight date. So, pwede siyang before or after, and it will always be subject to seat availability. But wala siyang charge. Kasi nga, the change of flight, depende siya or kasalanan siya ng carrier. So, for example, ito, usually change ko yan. Kasi, oh my God, libre. If i-rebook mo yan na ikaw magre-rebook, may mga charges yan, penalty, or paminsan, hindi mo pwedeng i-rebook. Tinatapon mo na yung ticket mo na yan. So, ito, umaasa ako lagi na nag-change yan kasi parang, kaya ko siyang i-rebook. Ubongga, diba? So, that's one tip also that I want to provide and to share with you na pwede niyong gawin yan. I-change yung mga flights yan if you are presented. Basta libre. Kung may cost, medyo, ayaw natin yan. O diba? Kasi sayang. And then, of course, the other one is don't forget to always do a quick Google search as well. Kasi, for example, I want to just currently, give me a sec ha, isa-screen record natin siya dito guys. Kasi gusto ko naka-screen record tayo para mapakita ko sa inyo lahat ng mga kailangan. I love doing screen recordings because screen recordings will always help you guys, diba? Okay, so I always go with Google Flights. Why do I love going with Google Flights? It's because Google Flights always provides you really good options here. Okay, I have Google Flights here. So here, ang Google Flights will always be your best friend. And I super love Google Flights because eto, maganda ito. You can look for round-trip tickets, one-way tickets, or even multi-city. Si multi-city, guys, ito yung parang, for example, gusto mo Manila to Rome. Tapos pauwi mo, gusto mo Paris to Manila. Diba? That's multi-city. Meaning, iba yung magiging landing mo or yung unang flight mo na location kung saan ka lalapag and iba rin yung pabalik mong flight. Parang ganon, that's multi-city. But usually, you just click on round trip and then maganda dito, pwede ka rin mag-book na premium economy, business, or even first class seats. And you can also select kung how many passengers are going, diba? Adults, children, infants na on lap or even in seat. And one trick here, guys, if wala ka pang maisip kung saan ka pupunta, walang problema because you can just click on the explore button here sa Google and then ilalabas niya kaagad lahat ng mga flights dito na for now kung saan yung pinakamura and ilalabas niya yung mga dates niyan. For example, there are Manila flights to go to Tokyo which is 9,500 as low as 9,500 or papuntang Hong Kong which is 5,100. Meron dito Osaka 8,512. So these, you can scroll through all of these options kung saan pinakamura. Walang problema. Chiang Mai nga dito na 5,433 lang o diba? But again, it depends, diba? And makita mo yung mga dates niyan. But if, for example, you want a certain route that you want to go to, pwede ka rin mag-search dito and walang problema yan. For example, if we want to go to Osaka or gusto lang natin Osaka, just type Osaka. And then dito, you want to select your dates. Ang gusto ko and what I super love about Google Flights rin naman here is, remember, Google Flights is an aggregator, parang search engine siya. They do not book your flights, ha? Makita mo dito, okay, saan dito yung medyo pinakamura? O nakita natin sa medyo March, meron siya dito 9,000, naka-green siya. So click natin yan. And then ang balik naman niya dito, pwede March 14 or 15, di ba? Or March 17. Click rin natin yan. And then let's click on done and click search. Now, if you're going to look here, dito na ilalabas niya lahat ng pinakamura mo. So, if I'm going to see here, top departing flights niya dito, meron kang Jetstar dito na sa 9,711. And we click on the arrow button down, makita mo what time siya lilipad, which is 6:55 a.m. And it will land Kansai or Osaka at 11:35. Makita mo rin, ang kagandahan rin dito is nakita mo, okay, ang leg room niya medyo maliit, o diba? So, yun yung kailangan rin natin isipin. And when it comes to these, nakalabas naman dito kung meron kang free bags or wala. Diba? Usually, Jetstar, we know it's a low-cost carrier, wala rin siyang bags na free. But for example, if you're going to look for Philippine Airlines, diba? Ito, nakita mo average legroom niya mas malaki and usually meron tong free bag na kasama. But let's just click on Jetstar for now. Kasi ito yung nakita nating cheapest. And medyo gusto ko naman yung time kasi 6:55 a.m., di ba? Maaga ka makakala din sa Japan. Click on select. And then makita mo rin dito, top returning flights mo. 1 p.m., 4 o'clock. Are you okay with this? If you're okay, click on select flight rin. And then here, ilalabas niya options of where you can book this flight. What I love also with Google is dito, makikita mo sa baba niyan, this is low for economy. Kasi, ang usual range niya dapat nasa 15,000 to 40,000. This is quite low. It's not the lowest, but it's low. And then here, makita mo booking options. If you book direct with Jetstar, it's at 9,711 only. But if you book with Agoda or Trip.com or the others, nasa 12,000 siya. So if you're going to book, let's say with Jetstar Diretso, just click on continue and then tatapusin mo na to sa Jetstar na website. One thing that I love about this guys, is it provides you options. Now, there are also very many search engines out there. Meron, di ba, cheapflights.com, meron ka pang wigo.com. There are so many other options out there. And for me, go with whatever is the cheapest. Sometimes it will take time. Diba? But, syempre, look at what works for you. Diba? It will always look at what works for you. Yun yung pinaka-importante when it comes to booking your flights then. Now, I want to share here naman is one time that I booked a Penang na flight ko. And guys, meron akong Penang dito na video, diba? Sa YouTube. Nakita nyo naman yon. Sa Penang flight ko, this one I booked it also via Google Flights. Nag-search lang ako na saan yung pinakamura. And then this actually is a Singapore Airlines flight. Manila to Penang, Penang to Manila. Pero syempre, may layover siya sa Singapore. But guys, Singapore Airlines siya. And I wanna share with you the total price that I paid for this was only 282.28 Singapore dollars. If we're going to compute this, 282.28, diba? 282.28 times, let's say 44 na siya ngayon. This was only 12,420.32 pesos yung flight ko round trip. May luggage, may pagkain, Singapore Airlines rin siya. And guys, diba? Ang bongga niya. That's why I'm saying na it doesn't necessarily mean na porket mag-low cost ka, siya pinakamura. This is a 5-star carrier. This is the #1 airlines nung 2024, di ba? And currently, 2023. And 2024, #2. Second siya sa world's best airlines in the world, according to Skytrax. And it's only 12,400, di ba? Walang low-cost carrier. May low-cost carrier na lumilipad to Penang, but syempre, guys, kaya ba tong talunin ng low-cost carrier na presyo? Di ba? Medyo parang dito na ako. Ang sarap ng pagkain ko doon. I enjoyed my flight, my in-flight entertainment, di ba? The service is, oh my gosh, top-notch talaga. And you know that I super love riding Singapore Airlines, di ba? So that's why I'm saying na, and this was booked by Agoda. Kaya sinasabi ko, look at your options, di ba? And you have to always compare. Don't always just go with, low-cost carrier siya, dyan ako magbo-book. Because it doesn't necessarily happen. And lagi yun nga sinasabi ko, when it comes to booking, it doesn't necessarily mean na porket low-cost siya pinakamura, di ba? No, it depends. Pag piece of fare, go! Wala akong masasabi dyan. Kasi kahit papaano you will save 2,000, 4,000 pesos, malaki pa rin siya. Pero pag hindi naman siya yung ganyan na talagang piece of fare, I would rather book with 5-star, full service carrier. Because mas sulit talaga siya rather than I'm going to pay more money tapos sa low cost lang tayo, di ba? Nothing against low cost carrier. It's just that syempre, mas bang for the buck ako if I'm going to pay for a full service carrier rather than booking with low cost carrier. O di ba? Imagine, 12,400 lang yan Singapore Airlines yan, guys. And alam mo, I was able to book even going to Singapore ng nasa 12,000, 15,000 pesos. Singapore Airlines rin siya. Diba? Meron yan. You just have to look. My rule of thumb dito also, final reminders here when you're booking, look for flights na off-peak. Huwag ka usually, mahal Friday, Saturday, Sunday, ganyan, Monday, uwi. Look for Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, diba? Especially if you have, kung kaya mo, diba? Also, book with the off-peak hours. When I was working in corporate back then, I super love booking yung mga gabing flight kasi after ng office ko, pupunta na lang sa airport, diretso flight. And then mag-off-peak hours rin ako ng paglipad, either gabing-gabi or umagang-umaga para pag dating, paglapag, pwede pa ako mag-work. O diba? Ganun ko siya yung na-maximize. Pero it will really depend on you as well. But those are my tips, diba? Those are my tips when you're booking with flights. Yun yung mga pwede nyong options as well. O, diba? And of course, before I forget, guys, last but not the least, definitely look for your credit card promos din. Kasi maraming mga seat sales, maraming mga promos rin naman siya depending on your credit card. And look for the credit card promo that gives you the maximum discount. Usually, Qatar Airways meron yan, may mga Qantas, meron yan Singapore Airlines. It really depends. And even yung mga travel fare, guys, meron yan. Travel fare usually, pwede ka pumunta on ground or pwede mo rin gawin website yan. Usually, parehas lang naman doon. Ang kadalasan lang why people love to go to on ground is because, di ba, may tumutulong talaga sa'yo directly from the airlines and sometimes they give you promo katulad ng free lounge access or may free bags when you're booking direct and if you went to the travel fair compared to if you're gonna book it online. But kung hindi mo naman kaya pumunta doon sa physical, always go to the online and usually almost hindi na rin magkakalayo yung mga presyo naman nila doon. Yun lang naman yun, di ba? Yun yung mga difference doon. Now, the second point here, we're going to hotels, di ba? Hotels, guys, usually, ito yung pinaka-bulk ng expense mo. It's because you have to also decide kung anong type of traveler ka. Diba? Are you the backpacker type of traveler? Diba? Backpacker pa, minsan pwede siyang room only, backpackers in, diba? Yung mga ganon. It depends. For me personally, there's nothing wrong or there's nothing right on how you want to travel. It really just depends on you. Personally, alam niyo naman guys, I would always go with mid to high hotels. I rarely go to yung mga backpackers hotel or mga inns. It's just that I want my own private restroom. Gusto ko may malaki akong kwarto. And kadalasan kasi when I travel, I also like to stay in the room or sa kwarto because doon ako nag-shoot ng content, nagpapahinga talaga ako, and wala akong iniisip kundi just relax. So it really depends, di ba? Second, definitely you can also look for hotels that are middle, di ba? 3-star hotel ba to? 2-star hotels ba to? Di ba? It depends on you. 4-star hotel ba to? And definitely you can go with very luxe travel, di ba? Gusto mo 5-star hotel. Not only that, baka naman gusto mo resort, di ba? Gusto mo everything's included. So there are so many options. And you also have Airbnbs, di ba? May Airbnbs or even homestays, di ba? So it depends on how you want to travel and where, and it depends on your budget din as well. So, importante, titingnan mo rin siya. Don't forget na when you're going to a country, if it's a first world country, definitely alamin mo and expect mo mataas talaga hotel mo. If you're going to, let's say, yung mga roughly third world countries, di ba? Or if you're going to look for kung saan ang country na medyo lower ang cost of living nila, then definitely, mas mura doon, di ba? Yun yung mga options. For example, Thailand will always have very good, very affordable hotels. And I love, umiikot-ikot sa mga hotels sa mga Thailand because ang ganda, mura pa. But alam mo, Singapore mahal, Hong Kong mahal, Japan, alam mo, medyo may konting pricey dyan, US, alam mo, mahal talaga yun. So, it depends. I believe there are so many booking sites in the country and in the world, di ba? So, it depends. I usually always go with, alam nyo naman yan, Klook, Agoda, Booking.com. These are some of the top that I always usually go to. It depends as well kung saan mo gusto, di ba? So guys, meron tayong Agoda, then we have Klook, and then definitely we have Booking.com. So these are usually the places where I look for hotels. And ito yung mga usual changes ko. Agoda and Klook will always usually be, dun ako unang titingin. Booking.com, what I love about Booking.com is if you have last-minute bookings, doon usually nagiging mura yan. And I have a previous case na kwento ko later kung paano ako nakakatipid with mga last-minute bookings as well or even mga last-minute cancellations. Anyways, let's begin. When it comes to booking your hotel, one thing that I always share and one thing that I always remind each and everyone is to always compare. Diba? Alam niyo naman guys that I have my personal promo code sa Klook, diba? Syempre. But I'm not saying na, lagi lang kayo mag-Klook. Diba? If it makes sense for you, mura din talaga siya, go. Diba? Dagdag yung discount na yon. But you also have to do your comparison. Kasi sometimes may mas mahal na hotel sa Klook, paminsan may mas murang hotels talaga sa Klook. Based on my experience, kadalasan, it's really Klook who is cheaper. That's why I always book my hotels sa Klook. But again, it depends. Kasi each of these, let's say, Agoda, Klook, will have their own partners. And it depends on the hotel kung saan siya mas mura. For example lang, I want to give an example of Agoda here and then Klook here as well. I earlier looked into looking at Disneyland Hotel. Kaya nga, I love using this as an example. Kasi dito mo siya nakikita. When you book with Agoda, di ba? Sometimes nagkakaroon rin siya ng mga discounts. Look for it. So here, I want to compare one hotel and I want to compare it same day. Hong Kong Disneyland Hotel, January 5, 2025 at saka January 6 to January 6, 2025, which is one night stay. Ito yung kay Agoda and then definitely ito rin yung kay Klook, di ba? So, pinapa-refresh na tayo dito. Okay. So, if you're going to look at Agoda, di ba? When we're going to look here, okay, this deal is at 14,878 pesos. Di ba? This is the cheapest room. May free cancellation siya, pay nothing siya, express check-in and free Wi-Fi. Ganun lang siya. But it's at 14,878 pesos. If you're going to go with Klook naman, dito, yes, they have, di ba? The cheap, select tayo ng room here, di ba? If you're going to look at rooms, dito naman siya is non-refundable siya, pero sa 16,185.3 pesos naman siya. Diba? And no breakfast. Both naman wala siyang breakfast. So, if we're going to click here, and we're going to look here, and click on book dito sa Agoda, usually kasi, a lot of the booking sites will not put the tax yet. Diba? Parang after the fact siya. But you can have some settings in Agoda na kasama yung tax. But for this example, without logging in, ito yung presyo niya, 14,878. If you click on book now, makita nyo dito sa Agoda is tataas yung price niya because again, kailangan mo nga i-add yung tax to 19,958.92, which is total. But meron siyang cashback, which is depending on the term. If I pay the whole 19,000 on or before 25 of December, I get 2,239 cashback, which is bababa siya ng 17,117.43. But on the flip side, if I go with Klook, diba? I'll click on book, diba? Nasa 16 ayaw niya pa book right now, diba? Kasi kailangan ko daw mag-log in. Pero if ipapa-log in niya ako, sige, wait lang guys, ha? Perfect, okay. And then guys, here kung nakita nyo dito, diba? Nandito na ako, yes. it's only at 15,861.5 pesos. Diba? This is with Klook. And it's the same room, it's the same thing, but guys, yun yung sasabi ko, you have to compare. Diba? This is one good example here. Na, guys, I know this is a very expensive hotel, pero guys, ito talagang presyo pag nagdi-Disneyland ka, diba? So, it depends. So, we know that when it's booking with Klook, diba, mas mura siya because alam nating partner siya ni Disneyland. So, that's one thing that I want to share with you that, okay, you have to do your comparison. Hindi pwede, okay, diretso ako sa isang website lang. Ito na yung pinakamura. No, it doesn't happen. It doesn't work that way. Sometimes mas mura yung isa, sometimes mas mura yung isa. It really depends on where you book and how you book. Kaya, depende talaga siya. Now, I want to talk about Booking.com naman. Si Booking.com, ang sample ko dito is usually last minute siya. The business model of Booking.com kasi is mag-bulk buy siya. When it bulk buys a lot of hotels with different partners niya, kung hindi niya mabenta yung hotel, nagbabaksak presyo siya on the last day, di ba? Or on the day the night before. So there's a time here na nag-Europe ako. I booked a hotel na nakatipid ako roughly around 2,000 plus pesos because the first booking ko was this price. And then, nung malapit yung trip ko, kinancel ko siya. Tapos tin-check ko kasi, ay may room pa. Nag-book ulit ako. And then, mas mura yung naging presyo niya. And then, so kinancel ko yung first booking ko, and then naging mura to. The same thing that you can definitely use with Klook as well. Kasi sometimes if you book a cancelable hotel, kung saan or kailan siya mas mura, cancel mo siya before the deadline, and then make sure that you already have a previous booking or a duplicate booking the same day, then kunin mo yung saan yung mas mura. That's my pro tip here. Book cancelable, pero afterwards, kung medyo nagmura yung presyo niyan, cancel the first one, make sure that you have a backup booking already. E di nakatipid ka pa rin, di ba? Guys, 2,000 pesos, 3,000 pesos man yung savings mo, that's still savings. Again. And then, of course, one thing that I also like to do, for example, let's go with booking hotel. Let's say, nasa Osaka tayo, di ba? Osaka hotel tayo. Let's look for Osaka hotels. So, I will just go with hotels. Give me a second, guys. Okay. And when we go with Osaka, what I love to do kasi here when it comes to booking for hotels, guys, I always make sure and utilize the map feature nito. So when you're looking into the map, for example, ito yung Osaka natin, look for where you want to stay. I would always recommend to stay somewhere near a train station. Syempre si Osaka, ang kanyang pinaka sikat na area will definitely be Osaka and Umeda, which is this area. And then when we're looking at hotels, dito tayo maghahanap kung saan abot sa budget natin. You have 6,000, which is very near the stations. You have near a different station, parang one stop from the Osaka station, but it's also cheaper, di ba? Kung compare mo, oh my God, ang laki ng difference niya from 6,000 na malapit, 3,000 lang dito, di ba? So this one is only at 3,000. Also, some other outskirts naman, or medyo mas malapit din sa station naman, di ba? Guys, mas mura rin siya. Definitely, always look into kung mas malayo ka naman from the main heart of the area, mas mura pa rin siya. It will be cheaper. But if you want convenience talaga, then mas mahal talaga siya. But if you book early, alam mong mas mura rin siya. So for example, if you want to look into this hotel, di ba? Hotel Grand Via, this one I stayed. And katabi talaga niya yung station na yan. This is where I want you to look into why booking early will also matter, and it depends on the season. If we're gonna book into January, shooting this video is December, guys, that's 6,000 per night siya. And then, if you look into the peak season niya, which is March, April, guys, aakit yun ng 10,000, 11,000, 12,000. Pero, if you're gonna book later in the season, di ba, let's say, guys, titingnan mo rin yung seasonality. For example, bakit sasabihin mo, well, mura Jack sa June ah. Mura talaga siya because walang gusto pumunta sa Japan kasi ang init, di ba? So, if you're the type na ayaw mo ng mainit, syempre iiwasan rin natin yan. Kaya mura yan kasi walang gusto pumunta sa Japan, di ba? Parang, init siya. But some other seasons here, like personally, when I book my trips, I love going na, alam mo yun, yung tapos na yung high season. So, kung Sakura season is April, pupunta ako ng end of April. Diba? Or before mag-Sakura season, pupunta na ako doon. Number one, mas mura yung mga hotels mo, mas konti rin yung tao, mas makakaikot ako freely. And, for example, dito tayo, let's just book these hotels. Ganun lang naman siya. Utilize kung saan yung date mo, book early. I would always recommend 30, 60, 90 days before your trip. And then don't forget to also use yung mga promos. Promo codes matter. If wala kang promo code, it's a Google search away. Parang meron bang mga cheap na promo code? If wala naman cheap na promo code, ano bang pwede natin gawin? Marami out there as well. Make use or even utilize bank promos. Yung mga promos katulad ng mga BDO, you have BPI, and also abangan nyo yung mga Klook discounts. Do you know that every 8th day of the month, si Klook nagkakaroon ng 88% off? You can get as much as 8,800 peso discount with a minimum spend of 10,000 pesos. Pero guys, paunahan yan, pabilisan yan. Kaya kailangan mabilis kayo. Those are some tips that I will give you when you're booking your hotels. Hotels will definitely be one of the most expenses mo. Pero guys, may ways to find cheaper ways. Pwede ka naman lumabas on the outskirts. Patulad ng sinabi ko kanina, di ba? Basta, my tip is hanapin mo malapit sa station para mabilis ka pumunta to go around. Even if one stop away yan, kayang-kaya. Basta meron siyang malapit na station. Yun yung pinaka-importante naman talaga. Huwag yung sobrang labas mo na tapos hindi mo na alam kung saan. Kahit na mura siya, things will add up eh. So, huwag tayo sa ganun. But yes, those are my tips when it comes to booking your hotels.